Hey, my name is Rusty Corhonen, and I've got a story for you. My family had a sailboat when I was growing up, and we used to race a lot in Lake Michigan. And one of our favorite races was the Queen's Cup, which starts in Milwaukee and goes to Muskegon. One summer, my best friend had a brilliant idea. We used to scrub our hull before every race to make it faster, to scrub off all the growth that was on it. I don't know if it helped, but it always made us feel better. His idea, why don't we offer to scrub a hull of a boat for $1 per waterline foot? So I started running numbers in my head. If let's just say a 30-foot boat, that's 30 bucks. If we get 10 of them lined up, that's 300 bucks. It's 150 each. I said, dude, that's brilliant. Let's do it, I'm in. So we came up with a flyer. We drew a picture of a sailboat and our message. We got to Milwaukee Harbor a day or so before the race and started handing these flyers out, and everybody was interested. It was, we couldn't do them all. I think we figured 20 minutes to a half hour to scrub a hull with my friend and I, each doing one side. We had this one raft that was maybe 15 to 20 boats. So that's 600 bucks. We were so excited about it. Couldn't wait to get started. We jumped in. The guy in the first boat said, hey, I'll pay you an extra 20 if you can get the dock line off my prop shaft. He had run over a dock line and I couldn't untwist it. It was too tight. And I had the stainless steel knife. That wouldn't cut it either. And so he said, no, you'll need a steel knife for that. Cut right through that dock line. And so I got too busy scrubbing. And my friend and I meet at the bow. And I said, I need a break. So I swam over to the dock and I climbed out and I leaned up against the piling. It was hot that day. It was like 90 degrees. My friend climbed out and looked at me and said, boy, that was kind of refreshing. It's cold. And I said, yeah, it was really cold. I'm tired. I'm going to sit here for a minute. And he whipped around. I'll never forget the look on his face. He whipped around and he looked at me and he said, say that again. I said, it was cold. I'm tired. I'm going to sit here for a minute. And he said, do not move. I'll be right back. So he took off. I thought, that's kind of weird. But I was kind of relieved because I wanted to just sit there for a few minutes and rest. I don't know how long he was gone, but he showed up and my dad bends over me, gives me the same look and taps me on the cheek and said, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. He said, can you stand up? I said, oh, come on, what's going on? So I stood up and they walked me back to the boat and started throwing blankets on me, and I was just glad to sit down. About 20 minutes, a half hour later, I started shaking like crazy. My teeth were chattering and I just could not get warm. Uncontrollable. My friend came up and offered me some coffee and I drank it. And I said, what's going on? He said, you got hypothermia, pretty bad. I said, what? He said, yeah, when we climbed out, what did you say? I said, yeah, it's cold, I'm kind of tired. He said, well, it came out like, and one of the symptoms of hypothermia is slurred speech. He said, you were not coherent at all. He said, when we went over there to stand you up, you couldn't stand. We thought maybe you passed out. I said, you gotta be kidding me. And he was kind of curious and said, what did you feel anything? I said, no, I was just tired. I just really, honestly, I just wanted to get up there and fall asleep. We found out later that day that there was a strong west wind for quite a few days that pushed the surface water out of Milwaukee Harbor. And that deep cold water from Lake Michigan came up. And they said the water was under 50 degrees, like 48, 49 degrees. We were in there for a half an hour. That's all it takes. And I shudder a little bit when I think my friend was on one side of the boat, I was on the other. Nobody was paying attention to us. I easily could have passed out and gone down to the bottom of the lake. Well, my friend and I never got to scrub the other hulls, so we didn't make the money we set out to make. But I learned a valuable lesson that even if you're aware of your surroundings and you've got everything planned, we had everything planned out. You just got to be prepared, and hypothermia is not something to mess around with. I learned later, my friend had been taking some diving classes to get a certification, and they were drilling into the students the signs of hypothermia. So when he noticed my slurred speech, he immediately recognized the symptom. I am thankful that my friend recognized that and was able to get me back to the boat, because I was prepared to jump right back in the water. Not that I could have, but anyway, well, my name is Rusty Korhonen. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the other two I've got at the end screen. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I hope you have a fantastic day.